On Jonas Valanciunas and the Memphis Grizzlies. Then on Friday, they'll be playing against LaMarcus Aldridge and the San Antonio Spurs.
You know, some might look ahead at the schedule and start marking off how many wins they'll wind up with, but I think that's a trap. You can't take any nights off in the NBA, and you've got to stay in the moment.
Here are the five for the Clippers. They've got Paul George. Harkless is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's Zubac in at the 5 spot. And for the Mavericks, inside at the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Doncic out there with Hardaway. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward. Now Beverley after Luka Doncic's three-pointer that didn't go. Powell with the steal. Pass to Finney-Smith. A 3 from Porzingis. Hits the three-point bomb. Of course, teams sometimes struggle right out of the blocks. When do they generally hit, in your opinion, the panic button?
Well, let's hope the panic button doesn't get hit for anybody, Kevin. But the one thing that would concern any team, obviously, is injury to a star, either an established star or a rookie they're trying to get good minutes for. But, boy, if you're hitting the panic button this early, look out. But
the one thing is, Doris, you can really kind of rectify the situation because of the length of the regular season.
No doubt, Kevin. An NBA year affords plenty of opportunities to find your footing.
The first one falls.
And you look at the Mavericks' numbers last season, the need for shooting is obvious.
And I think, Greg, what's shocking is poor shooting is not something you have historically associated with the Mavs. But when you look at it through last season, they took a high rate of threes and a high rate of free throws. And yet, both of those percentages were poor. That's an area for improvement this season.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
There's the triple. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. And this is the first time they've matched up with the Mavericks this year.
And although they were the better team last year by overall record, this was a competitive matchup for them.
Now here's Beverley. Last game he had 10 points. Porzingis with the block.
This guy showing great potential as a rim protector. Porzingis a threat to block shots anywhere, anytime.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to talk with Doc Rivers for a minute. Defensively, they'll be focused on Luka Doncic. The young point forward and rookie of the year is so crafty attacking and creating shots for himself and others. Kevin, they'll have to be just as smart as Doncic in covering him and trying to contain him.
Thank you, David. Now here's Porzingis. A 23-point game for him in the win against Houston.
The other thing I thought was big, guys, was...
Oh, that was something else!
Have mercy.
You know, many consider this guy the best two-way player in the world, and you love that Kawhi Leonard's defense, he is the guy that finishes. That's appropriate.
Doncic passes to Finney-Smith. Here's Hardaway. Count the basket.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
And Greg, you know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
High arcing shot, and it's Beverley missing.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
Boy, Powell is proving to be a handful inside. Does a good job utilizing his long arms to get the call.
The Mavericks shooting their first free throws of the night.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one misses. A live body off the bench. Dwight Powell gives you productive minutes.
He does, Kevin, and that's most reflected in the plus-minus when you look at his stats. This is a guy who hasn't averaged a ton of minutes, but he scores and he defends at a high level when he's given those minutes.
Good on the second free throw.
I think Powell is an exciting prospect, has a phenomenal understanding of the game. I think he'll make big improvements with time.
George against Powell. A three from Leonard. They get it back. Zubac kicks to Harkless. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
When he's hitting that shot, this offense becomes scary, even more difficult to defend.
And what happens is the court just opens up. You like seeing him get into a rhythm from outside the arc. Love it.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Hardaway passes to Finney-Smith. Clock at 6. Pass to Porzingis. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. And let's check out a breakdown. Looking at some stats for Doncic.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
George passes to Zubac. Here's Leonard. 26 points for him last game against New Orleans.
The other thing, he really changed the pace of the game when you consider how many free throws he shot. Drawing fouls is an art, and really he has mastered that part of the game.
Here's Leonard. One of the most consistent producers in the league. He's averaging around 25.5 points a game. Shot clock at 5. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Here's Doncic. Drains the three-pointer.
I mean, you have to chase Luka off that three-point line. This guy is capable of hurting you from there.
Hardaway against Beverly. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. And it's good. Assisting on the play with Hardaway.
Well, you want some unselfishness from a guy who's capable of scoring. And Tim Hardaway says, you know what? My teammate's open. I'm going to get him the ball.
Leonard attacking. It's rebounded by Doncic.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy. Just struggling to make shots right now.
Good work there as it goes. Doncic has got 8.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Here's George. And he makes good on his first shot of the game.
Well, just pretty form, right? Paul George, effortless as a scorer.
Outside Hardaway. Lays it up off the glass. Hardaway has got his second bucket of the night. Here's George. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against New Orleans. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Well, I like to see Paul George be assertive down low. This guy doesn't lack for confidence, and he is an accomplished scorer regardless of where he is on the floor.
And the pass to Doncic. Another 3 for Dallas.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Bounce pass from Beverly. And here's Leonard from 3. And another 3 for the Clippers.
Yeah, I just had a feeling Kawhi Leonard would respond with a 3 of his own. Beautiful.
Doncic finds Porzingis. Doncic against Beverly. And Doncic, here we go. And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That's foul number 2 for him. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dallas. The Clippers also changing it up. Montrezl Harrell comes in for Ivica Zubac. Lou Williams is subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Passes it to Finney-Smith. 6 to shoot. Porzingis can't hit.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
And Leonard has it in the corner. Fader on the way. And again, the Clippers good for 2.
What a smooth-looking release from Kawhi Leonard. Doing work in the mid-range. That is his comfort zone.
Doncic passes to Finney-Smith. Outside, Porzingis. Pass to Doncic. Sinks the triple. Doncic has got 14 points for the game.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. Who are some of the up-and-coming shooting guards in the league that you have noticed have got a very high ceiling?
Well, I'm going to mention 2 guys who I think could be considered combo guards, guards who can play 1 or 2, and who I think their organizations are still trying to figure out their best position. But 2 of the most dominant young guards in the league who are going to be a problem for over a decade, Devin Booker and Donovan Mitchell. Both guys can create their own shot. Both can get off the dribble drive. Both could light you up for over 50 a night. Devin and Donovan, 2 names to keep an eye on.
A different look for Dallas. Justin Jackson comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's DeLon Wright in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Harrell finds Leonard. Williams looking over the floor. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From the wing. And the basket is good.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
Wright, the pass to Doncic. Back to Wright. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
Yeah, and that one, their rebounding was the difference. Big disparity between the 2 teams.
That was a coach's dream, to get that kind of effort and intensity on the glass, and for it to pay those kinds of dividends, critical.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
And Doncic, here we go. Jackson passes to Porzingis. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, with Kristaps Porzingis, you love not only the skill, but the passion he plays with. You would never use the descriptor passive with this guy.
And with Porzingis, as Doris, you mentioned, that energy he has is contagious.
Well, he is the prototypical modern NBA big, right? Porzingis can run the floor in transition. He can face up and shoot with range. He can put it on the deck, and he can play out of the post. What more could you ask?
And he makes the first.
Well, you have got to love the versatility of Kristaps Porzingis. Unbelievable shooting touch at 7'3", can also be a monster on the defensive end. Good luck, future of the NBA.
He makes 1 of 2 that time. And Greg, as many expected, Porzingis getting a huge deal from Dallas to keep him a Mav for a long time.
Mavs feel he can be better than he was before the injury. I love the idea of pairing him long-term with Doncic. Signed him to a lengthy and sizable deal to be the core of their future.
Greg, you look at the young Luka Doncic. What impresses you the most right now about his game?
Well, Kevin, you just don't see many players his height who can handle and make step-back threes. Also, his confidence. He came into the league never doubting that he could dominate a game. And don't forget about his brilliance as a passer.
The first free throw is good. And quite possibly an all-star snub. Rookie of the Year, Luka Doncic. Doris had a chance to be selected in his first season.
Perhaps sending a message, Kevin, with that first teenager ever to put up a 30-point triple-double. Something tells me this young man will have an all-star game appearance or two moving forward.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And I think, guys, over time, you would anticipate Luka Doncic becoming more and more of a leader. This guy is so fun to watch from a skill perspective.
Here's George, and he uses the glass on the layup. George has got his third bucket of the night.
And you can see the defense broke down there, allowing him to get all the way to the hoop.
Doncic outside. That shot off. And the Clippers will come the other way. It's George on the wing. Porzingis with the steal. Doncic against Williams. Doncic passes to Jackson. And Kleber now top of the key. And here's Porzingis. And the shot goes in. Porzingis has got 8.
Well, efficiency is everything, right? So far in this one, this guy has been on the money.
Williams kicks to Harrell. Back to Williams. Outside, George. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. And it's 8 points for George.
How about he has yet to miss 4-4 to start.
Pass to Porzingis. Here's the three. Another three for Dallas.
Well, they're leading in large part because of the work he's put in this quarter. This is nicely done.
Jackson against George. 54 seconds left to play here in the first. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Mann. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
It's stolen by Green. Mann guarded by Wright. Here's Mann. Again, the Clippers.
And I'm not really sure that's the time for the fadeaway, but he sure can make it count.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Wright, the pass to Porzingis. Here's Kleber, guarded by Green. Here's the floater. It's rebounded by Lou Williams. Shoots over Doncic. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. It's been all about Luka Doncic for Dallas. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace of the entire quarter. Right back after this break. Paul George had that nasty broken leg back in 2014. He describes what inspired him to come back even stronger.
My inspiration really came from my mother. You know, her dealing with stroke, her dealing with really being down and out. You know, I saw her fight back. That was enough for me in my darkest days. I knew it was nothing to what my mom went through, and she came out perfectly fine, so.
Well, what a story. George worked hard to get back and is not disappointed in his return.
You know, recovering from a devastating injury is never easy, but George's perspective and commitment helped him to overcome it.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
I know it's early, but all those three-pointers, boy, do they add up.
And that's what has them ahead in this game. Their floor spacing has been just tremendous.
Jackson is the 3 and Porzingis at the 4. Curry is out there with Wright, and it's Kleba in at the center. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. George, no good. Well, it was the Dallas Mavericks winning their last game against the Rockets in Houston. Here's Wright, and it's sent back by George.
Paul George, tremendous vertical, Kevin. How fast does he get off his feet?
That ties it up. Green's got himself on the board with 3 there.
You know, a lot of coaches might let you hear it for taking the three-pointer on the break, but I like the decision there. The D had already collapsed inside.
Jackson kicks to Kleba. The pass to Porzingis. Now here's Wright. 5 to shoot. Poked loose. Stolen by George. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Williams against Wright. Pass to Green. Shot clock at 6. George finds Green. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
Looking now at the numbers for Wright. How's the last month of basketball been for him? Averaging about 7 points, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. I mean, the numbers aren't bad on their own, but he knows that he can help this team in a bigger way.
And sometimes it comes down to the flow of the offense. One night it's your night, another night perhaps it's somebody else's.
And Porzingis, here we go. A second chance effort, and he lays it up and in. Porzingis has got 15.
His shooting has been outstanding here. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
On the wing, Williams. Brunson covering. Down low. George passes to Harrell. Second shot opportunity. A 3-ball. The shot, no good. For Dallas, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Jackson kicks to Brunson. Pass to Jackson. Brunson with it. Defended by Beverly. Another 3 for Dallas.
Always a bonus when points come from unlikely sources. And you can see this guy's been working on that shot.
I'll grade the Clippers signing of Kawhi Leonard and Paul George the grand finale of the wildest summer in NBA free agent history.
A ton of big moves. You think of the star players who've changed teams. 1/3 of the league's all-NBA selections and 5 out of 10 of the reigning all-star starters. In the end, we saw 7 players who've changed teams, signing for over $100 million each. Put that in perspective. Only 8 players had ever done that in league history.
Dallas making a switch here. Finney-Smith's checked in. Clippers trail by 5.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, we know about Lou Williams' story. The 3-time Sixth Man of the Year may be undersized, but he keeps finding angles to score. Williams said, "I can't shoot straight up. I've always played crooked. It's weird, but it's something I've developed, fading away from guys. I have bigger defenders on me, and it's just about creating space." Kevin, even well into his 30s, Lou Will still does it as well as anybody.
I would totally agree, David. He is always deadly. Thank you. The Mavericks shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
And on the season, you know, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Of course, you've covered so many great basketball players over your many years in this business. As a player, coach, and now broadcaster, who has been your favorite athlete to watch or cover or report on?
All right, Kevin, you know I can't possibly name one, so I'm going to just throw several names out there. LeBron James has overcome so many challenges as a young person even before his NBA career. So his story is absolutely incredible and inspirational. How about Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers in the history of the NBA? Or Damian Lillard, who has proven so loyal to his fan base and organization and is one bad man when a game is on the line in the playoffs.
Pass to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
It hasn't mattered the scheme or the defender. Kristaps Porzingis is simply cooking right now.
Now the pass to Beverly. Now here's Harkless. Brunson covering to the right side. Williams dishes to Harrell. From downtown, Williams can't hit. Dallas leading by 5. Here's Brunson, and it's sent back by Leonard.
Well, tremendous intimidation and shot blocking by Kawhi Leonard. How nice is that?
Kicks to Harkless, launches a 3. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Harkless has got 6 points.
Listen, this guy is not the most dangerous threat from there, but you have got to honor the shooting a little bit.
Out left to the wing. Here's Finney-Smith. Another 3 for Dallas.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Here's Leonard. Kleba with the rebound.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
Leonard with the steal, and now running up the court. Leonard pushing it up, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Well, we're talking about a multi-time winner of the Defensive Player of the Year. Huge hands, creates lots of turnovers.
Dallas calls timeout. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Dallas making a switch here. Hardaway's checked in. And let's use this break to bring up the top scoring teams in the league so far this season. These are the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. In third, the Mavericks.
And how about the year they've had offensively? This is a team that can put points on the board in a hurry. Always fun to watch them play.
Here's Curry. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Lou Williams.
What I love is the confidence that Seth Curry plays with, and it has him attacking the defense. A little bit too physical there defensively. We know this about the Dallas Mavericks. They will put every piece of data and information to use in terms of trying to get an advantage. Think about it, guys. They are now doing blood tests, trying to head off injury for their players.
Take a break.
They
Take a break.
believe this gives them
Two
a
shots.
clearer picture into the overall health of their athletes.
First one falls for him. And Doris, those blood tests you were talking about, always subject to player permission. They want to honor player privacy.
I think you have to, Kevin, and most of the Mavs have embraced it. These tests have the ability to measure almost 50 biomarkers. As an athlete, you're always trying to stay in peak form. As an organization, you're always trying to manage appropriately their workloads.
A superstar summer, Greg, for the Los Angeles Clippers in Kawhi Leonard and in Paul George. Greg, they have 2 elite wings, great defenders in their prime.
give them credit, but also Kawhi Leonard pushing the levers behind the scenes. He wanted another superstar to join him in recruiting Paul George, who still had 2 years left on his deal in OKC. Kawhi took unprecedented control of his free agent destiny.
Outside Hardaway, 4 on the clock, and a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 3 assists now in this one. Clippers trail by 5. Out of bounds, it'll be Mavericks ball.
All right, a chance to look at some stats for Beverly. How's the last month of basketball been for him? He's putting up about 8 points a game, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. Well, fans of this team will take this kind of production from him without hesitation.
I tell you, he has been a solid contributor. They have called his number, and he has delivered for them.
Curry's shot is off. And it's Williams with the ball for Los Angeles. Up next for him, the Grizzlies at the FedEx Forum. That matchup falls in the middle game of this 3-game trip. Passes it to Brunson. The shot off that time. Great D that time from Harrell. Hardaway against Beverly. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
I'll tell you, he's having his way right now in the second period. Forget the first quarter. Let's get to work.
Curry passes to Brunson. Back to Curry. And they call an illegal screen here.
That's great.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Dwight Powell's checked in for Seth Curry. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Outside Williams. Over Hardaway. The shot by Williams, no good.
And this is exactly what you have to do to stop him. That was a tremendous contest, forcing the miss.
Outside Hardaway. Knocks down the 3-ball. Hardaway has got a pair of triples in the second now for Dallas.
I just love how confident Tim Hardaway Jr. is from long distance. This guy will cash in from there.
Harrell kicks to Leonard. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Beverly against Doncic. Leonard on the wing. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys. Mavericks leading by 4. Doncic outside. Pass to Kleba. 3-pointer. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists tonight.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen. Right, he's checked in for Maxi Kleba. For Dallas, they've gone 8 of 14 in the second quarter on field goal attempts. Pass to Doncic. Knocks it loose and stolen by Harrell. There's the pass to Beverly and stolen by Wright. The dish to Powell. He kicks to Hardaway. Just 5 to shoot. Stolen by Beverly. And oh, here we go with Leonard. Nobody back. And finished off by Leonard.
Well, that's about recognizing a transition opportunity when it presents itself. Nice job by Kawhi Leonard.
Got a piece of it. He's got a clear path. Here's Mann. Drops in the breakaway layup. 7 points in the game. Dallas leading by 3. Right, the pass to Finney-Smith. Doncic outside. Hands it from downtown.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And here's Beverly. 9 points in the game so far. And DeLon Wright gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Justin Jackson, he's checked in for Dallas. And the Clippers making a change here as well. JaMychal Green, he's checked in for Harkless. Right against Beverly. Leonard looking over the floor. 6 on the shot clock. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. And that's 19 points for Kawhi Leonard.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results. And maybe the biggest story of this summer, where would Kawhi Leonard be headed in free agency? A player of his caliber commands that kind of media scrutiny.
What energy on the offensive boards. The defense can't match the effort, and they paid the price.
Greg, you talk about the media focus for Kawhi Leonard. Not exactly something he embraces.
Not at all. As a kid on his birthdays, he'd shutter himself in his room because he didn't want the attention. To this day, he lets his play do the talking.
Paul George is checked in for the Clippers. The free throw drops for Powell.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
56 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
The Clippers have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. And the free throw, no good. The 15th pick back in 2017, Justin Jackson, Doris, won a championship, as you know, at North Carolina.
Yeah, Kevin, he spent his first season and a half in Sacramento. Now he gets a new opportunity. Sometimes it's that next stop where young players really find success.
27 seconds left in the first half of basketball. And George, here we go, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, Kev, you got to love the penetration by Paul George. He's really quick on his feet, and the defense cannot handle him right now.
Los Angeles shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
First free throw is good.
Well, I don't know that when he was selected 10th overall back in 2010, that the casual fan understood that Paul George would become one of the most effective two-way players in the NBA, but he's done just that.
Zubac is checked in for Harrell. And both free throws good for Paul George. There's 21 seconds left in the second quarter. Now, Wright. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Puts up a 3. The shot comes out. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Mavericks ahead. They lead by 3. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Kawhi, a big first half for you all offensively, but big first half for them, too. Any concern there?
They're still scoring pretty good, so we got to play better defense second half because we don't know if we're going to keep making the shots that we're making right now.
We'll see who can get some stops, Kawhi. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good game we have here after one half of play. Everybody, welcome back for our halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny Smith. Luka Doncic has been the story in this one. He ended up with 19 points, 2 rebounds, and 3 assists. Coming off a great performance last game, tonight he looked like he had that same aggressive mindset. And Kenny, what are your thoughts on how Dallas played?
Well, they were consistent from downtown. The playmakers found open shooters, and the shooters delivered and knocked down shots on a high level. In some ways, it came down to confidence. We'll see if they have that same swagger in the second half.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on the Clippers?
Well, a lot of their points came in transition. They dictated the pace of the game. It was a fast pace. Put the defense back on its heels. I say keep attacking the second half. Do not slow down.
And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin in just a few.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. Setting the floor for the Clippers, Kawhi Leonard is out there with Mo Harkless. Then it's Patrick Beverley. Then it's Paul George. And it's Zubac in at the center position.
Shooting two.
The free throw good from Kawhi Leonard. Doris, you've accomplished so much in your award-winning career. What was your first experience in broadcasting?
Kevin, my first experience was I left coaching and they put Providence College women's basketball on radio. That was the first ever game I got to call. It was so cool. Tell me yours. What was the very first? Did you study this? How did you get into broadcasting?
I did. Our high school had a radio station, and the first basketball broadcast was underneath the bleachers, looking through popcorn boxes and legs of the people that were standing in the bleachers so that I could see the court from the basement.
Amazing.
Because that's where the telephone cables were to plug in our equipment. And I was 16 years old.
Incredible.
Remember it very well.
Incredible.
Very well. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And the foul called on the Dallas Mavericks.
Well, make no mistake, Paul George is a physical guy. He will not shy away from contact on these moves.
Shooting two.
And the first one at the line is good.
Boy, when you look at the numbers and the impact for Paul George, there is no question he's been in the MVP conversation. The outside shooting, the ability to attack the rim, and the force he is on the defensive end, just so impressive.
That one misses. And Doris with George and his offense last season might have been his best effort yet.
Yeah, Kevin, he had to take on more responsibility on the offensive end, and you could tell he has shot more and more threes. He gives his team a much-needed outside threat. You loved everything Paul George is able to give you. Well, think back to before he moves on to the Dallas Mavericks. While Tim Hardaway Jr. was with the Knicks, he was carrying such a burden offensively because Porzingis was still recovering.
That free throw good from Hardaway. And we've seen Hardaway be a much more efficient player than in the past.
What we know, Kevin, unequivocally, is that this young man can score the basketball. But what you hope is the best players in the NBA are all about efficiency. That's what you want Hardaway Jr. thinking about. How can I be the most efficient guy on the floor?
So he makes one of two as the second one misses.
Boy, you consider the Dallas Mavericks last season missing the playoffs for the third straight year. That ties their second longest playoff drought in franchise history. You've got to believe this is a group that's highly motivated.
Doncic outside. There's the three. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 4 rebounds now tonight. George against Hardaway. Porzingis with the steal. Outside Hardaway. Shoots over Zubac. And he overshot that one, missing. And the Mavericks, a proud franchise. Doris looking to get back into the playoffs this season.
No doubt, Kevin. They have reloaded with young star talent. Kristaps Porzingis, already an all-star. Luka Doncic, the rookie of the year. I think this is a group ready to make some noise.
Hardaway kicks to Doncic. Lets a floater go. Porzingis trying to get free. The shot by Powell, no good.
Well, trying to find themselves in the second half here. Just 1 for 4 from the field. Can someone in the group get hot? Let's see.
The Mavericks have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Here's Doncic. Out to Hardaway. Beyond the arc. Nailed from three-point land. Hardaway has got 4 points in the quarter.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
George passes to Zubac. Dishes it to Leonard. It's rebounded by Dallas. Porzingis has got his 4th rebound in this one. Finney-Smith. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something. Oh!
Wow. Well, Kawhi Leonard might be quiet off the court, but on the court, he makes a lot of noise.
Doncic kicks to Powell. Wants to get it to Doncic, and does. That one goes in.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Hardaway against George. Passes to Leonard. From 13, that falls. Nice feed that time from George. Leonard's got 25 points in the game. Doncic against Beverly. Goes up at the stripe. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
I'll tell you, Kevin, you have to love the intensity that Powell plays with on the glass, using that long body to track down those offensive boards.
George against Hardaway. George looking over the floor. 6 to shoot. From deep three-point range, it's rebounded by Doncic. Mavericks leading by 5. Stolen by Beverly. Makes it off the glass. Beverly's got 13. Dallas has gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Here's Doncic, and another basket for Dallas.
We know this. Doncic is an aggressive, thirsty scorer. If you allow airspace, even in the mid-range, he's going to make you pay.
From deep, George. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often, and of course, he makes good use of it.
Doncic dishes to Powell. Back to Doncic. Poked away. Outside Hardaway. Just 4 to shoot. And it's off from three-point range. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. A 2-point game. The game now all-time. Leonard's got 8 points in the quarter.
All-stars make this kind of shot. Contested jumper, no problem.
Hardaway passes to Doncic. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Hardaway. 28 points for Luka Doncic.
This guy is putting his fingerprints all over the game in this quarter. He has flat out dominated the offensive end.
And here's George for three. Powell pulls it in. Powell's got his fourth rebound in this one. And now the Clippers on the break. Here's Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
And it almost feels like 2 buckets coming off the steal like it did.
Hardaway passes to Doncic. Back to Hardaway. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Finney-Smith. Stolen by George. By himself. And it's George finishing it off.
Well, you see the elite nature of Paul George's game. Make a steal on one end, finish with authority on the other.
Doncic kicks to Hardaway. And it's sent back by George. To the paint, wants to get it to Zubac, and does. No good, shot missing.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
Leonard, the pass to Zubac. Over Hardaway. Zubac, no good. The Mavericks trail it. Here's Finney-Smith. 5 points in the game. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Finney-Smith's got 5 points now in the quarter. Los Angeles has gotten off 12 shots from beyond the arc tonight, hitting 7 of them. Everly with the ball. He's picked up by Doncic. Here's Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
As unassuming as he looks sometimes, Kawhi Leonard finishes with authority off the dribble.
And the Mavericks call time here.
Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And the guys get a little bit of a break, mentally, physically, just recharge here quickly.
And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dwight Powell. Justin Jackson comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Curry's checked in for Hardaway. And it's Wright in for Luka Doncic. Wright looking around. Porzingis trying to get free. And it's Wright missing. The Clippers in the lead. And Leonard has it in the corner. And Curry pulls it down.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
Right side. Pass to Porzingis. Back to Wright. The pass to Kleber. 5 on the clock. Curry way outside, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Boy, not on the same page there, and in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Mann passes to Williams. From deep. No good there. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. Out of Würzburg, Germany, undrafted Maxi Kleber. with a strong start, Doris, to his career.
Incredible to think he grows up in the same small town as Dirk Nowitzki, and he first meets Dirk when he's 12 years old. What an amazing story for them to become teammates on the Mavericks. So cool.
Man, guarded by Wright. Here's Man. Goes back up, and they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies. And wow, you just have to love the motor on Montrezl Harrell when he's on the floor. Great on the glass, and he just plays with such a fire.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And with Harrell, you can see how his energy spreads to the rest of the team.
Reminds me a bit of what Fareed used to bring to teams. Harrell is also undersized, but boy, he makes up for it in so many ways.
Curry's shot is off. And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. The lead is 2. He can't hit that time. Nice D from Porzingis. To the inside. And Wright gets it to go on the assist by Jackson. Wright's got the game tied up here for Dallas.
There's real synergy in play right now on the offensive end. The pass was right where it needed to be.
And DeLon Wright gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. There's 1:47 left to play here in the third. Passes it to Man from outside the arc. Takes it out to Leonard. Shoots the 3. Mavericks with the rebound. Kleba's got his 6th rebound on the night. To the middle. Here's Porzingis. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Porzingis has got 21 in the game.
You know, Kev, I think you can see the strength that Porzingis has been developing over the early part of his career. That progress is showing up on a nightly basis.
Williams' shot is off.
And you know, you can't impact a shot that close any better than he did on that possession.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively. Yeah, showing some strength in the paint there. Tough rebound.
The feed to Leonard. Curry with the steal. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And Wright kicks to Curry. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
You two.
And so here are the Clippers. Clippers trail by 4. Here's Man. No good on the 3. It's been all about Luka Doncic for the Dallas Mavericks. A grand total of 28 points for him in the game now. They have no answer for him defensively. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Mavericks leading by 4. Jackson is the 3 and Porzingis at the 4. Wright is out there with Curry, and it's Kleba in at the 5. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Leonard with the steal. For the finish, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Well, Kawhi Leonard starting to percolate, guys. You may want to start checking this guy.
Wright, the pass to Porzingis. Right side. Kleba kicks to Jackson. Clock at 6. Right, the pass to Kleba. From about 19 feet, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. And the Mavericks lead by 4. LA's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed. And there's the call on Curry. That's his first foul. "60 seconds off the clock here in the 4th. Here's Williams.
I don't know that we'll ever consider him a lockdown defender, but boy, Seth Curry works hard. He's fundamentally sound, and he's in the right spots.
Jackson finds Wright. Great D that time from Harrell. Clippers trail by 4. Here's Leonard, and he banks in the layup. Leonard's got 33.
Well, this guy is such a physical presence. Kawhi, phenomenal at finishing on the post, possesses great touch and great length.
Right. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. He's off on the first. He hits the second from the line. And so it's Williams who brings it up for Los Angeles. They trail by 3. Outside, Green. To tie it up. It's good from long range.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Here's Curry, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Montrezl Harrell.
I love the aggressiveness of Seth Curry right there. Despite that frame, guys, he is not afraid of getting fouled.
And the first one drops.
Well, I think it's fair to say that Seth Curry has found his footing in this league. He gains more and more confidence every year.
Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for Dallas. And both free throws good for Curry. Clippers have gone 3 of 4 on field goal attempts since getting things started here in the 4th. Curry against Williams. The shot, no good. Curry with some nice D.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Here's Beverly. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And throughout his career, Beverly has remained a pest, an aggressive defender that no one likes having him guard.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Mavericks making a switch here. Finney-Smith's checked in. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. George is checked in for Williams. All free throws good from Beverly. They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
And guys, shot A comes to mind for me because right now that offense, it's a smooth operator.
Brunson the pass to Finney-Smith, and down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Beverly with the ball.
Out of bounds.
And Curry picks him up defensively. Out of bounds, it'll be Mavericks ball. Luka Doncic, he's checked in for Seth Curry. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Brunson kicks to Doncic. Pass to Kleba. Here's Finney-Smith. Pass to Brunson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Dallas needs to get off a shot. No good from Finney-Smith.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
And you know they wanted that one to go down.
Let's prove it time. Fourth quarter. Don't get it done now. No more chances. What a college career for Jalen Brunson. 2 championships and a Wooden Award. This is one of the most decorated players in college basketball history.
And Brunson, the College Player of the Year back in 2018, but fell to the second round. Doris, when you look at that time, why did he fall?
I think it had everything to do with the fact that he's not an elite athlete by NBA standards. But we know unequivocally Jalen Brunson is a winner. His father played a decade in the NBA. This young man has been around the game since his formative years, and you can see it in his game.
That one falls for Brunson. And he can't hit the second. Clippers trail by 3. Inside, here's Leonard, and then Leonard with the dunk.
Well, almost effortless there from Kawhi Leonard. The reach and leaping ability. Look out.
And there's the pass to Kleba. Here's Finney-Smith. Passes it to Doncic. Outside, Porzingis. Over George. Misses off the left iron. Clippers have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. And George with the stuff.
And make no mistake, Paul George is a fierce finisher inside.
Doncic against George. Doncic with it. Knocked away. Leonard with the steal. And here we go. George heading to the hoop.
Well, we know Kawhi will always attract lots of defensive attention, which puts him in a position to find his teammates. Pretty pass.
George against Doncic. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. Hardaway's checked in for Dallas. And the Mavericks call time here. Doris, you can't say enough about the defense of Paul George. I mean, he is absolutely terrific on that end of the floor.
That is in addition to being an all-NBA level offensive performer. So you think about what Paul George brings on the defensive end. The on-ball defense is incredible. He knows when to help off on drives. This guy is easily one of the best defenders at his position, if not the best.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, I heard Rick Carlisle during that last break talking with the team. He really got after him in the huddle. He said, look, you can rest after the game. You got to put it all out there if you want to win this one. Back to you guys.
Well, Porzingis will make you pay if you collapse off of him.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. Now here's Harrell. And here's Leonard. 6 to shoot. Shot on the wing. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Leonard's got the lead up to 3 now for Los Angeles. Now Hardaway. Doncic outside. Here's Finney-Smith. Left side, Porzingis. That's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
4 on the shot clock. Finney-Smith passes to Porzingis. Rebound by Harrell. Harrell's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. And it's George finishing it off.
Well, there's superb shot selection right now with Paul George. He's aggressive, but he's still playing within the offense.
Doncic kicks to Kleber. Outside, Porzingis. He dishes it to Hardaway. Over George. Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Hardaway.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
I'll tell you, we have seen, Greg, great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
Here's Leonard. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Porzingis has got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Kleber. Kicks it to Doncic. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Pass to Kleber. Now Doncic. He's covered by Leonard. Releases. Not as good in the Los Angeles leads. Cut to just 1 point on the basket from Doncic.
Boy, Luka Doncic excels in the two-man game. You handle the rock with perfection. Nicely done, young sir.
And the Clippers call time here. And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kawhi Leonard.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
Powell, he's checked in for Maxi Kleber. And here is Los Angeles now. It's a 1-point game. Harrell, that's good.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Doncic against Beverly. Here's Doncic. Got it. Good job in the low post. Doncic has got 4 this quarter.
There is this fundamental confidence to what Luka does, and those difficult floaters, no problem.
Here's Leonard. Tries again, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And there's the foul against Dallas.
Many thought the Raptors or Lakers would land Kawhi, but in the end, he came to the Clippers to write his own legacy. Returning to Southern Cal, where he grew up, was a big part of his decision. The big surprise was how Kawhi was out recruiting other stars behind the scenes to join him with the Clippers.
And he can't get the first one.
An extraordinary improvement over the course of his career by Kawhi Leonard. He has now turned himself into one of the game's best, if not the best, two-way player.
And he's good on the second.
Well, they should be looking at a 3-point lead. Hopefully for them, that miss won't cost them.
Here's Doncic. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
There's a real knack for understanding when a guy is uncovered, and Paul George's court awareness on display right there. Beautiful.
Here's Doncic, and Dallas again with the bucket.
A crucial breakdown defensively, and he was quick to make them pay.
We call that execution, Greg, getting the ball to the right guy where he can do some damage.
Over in the corner, Harkless. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Mavericks trailed by 5. Doncic with it. Outside, Porzingis. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. Porzingis has got 5 points now this quarter. And here's Beverly. He brings it up for Los Angeles. Los Angeles calls timeout.
And sometimes from the outside, not always clear what led a coach to call for a timeout.
And as you know, it's what comes after that gives you some sense of what has changed.
Outside Leonard. Back to Harrell. Now here's Leonard. He's tightly guarded. Shot clock at 6. George, that's a 2-pointer. And it's the Clippers scoring again.
And such a clutch shooter. I mean, he lives for the big shot. And when he's rolling like this, watch out.
Doncic, bounce pass. Here's Porzingis. Rebound by the Clippers. Here's George. Good on the bucket. And now a 6-point Los Angeles lead.
What great body control from the all-star forward. Paul George, so skilled at keeping his composure under pressure.
To the left side wing. Here's Porzingis. It's hauled in by Beverly. Los Angeles has gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. George against Hardaway. Here's Harrell, and Harrell slams it in.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest fives in the NBA.
Doncic feeling it out. Out to the right wing. 1:12 left in the fourth quarter of this one. That one rolling around and rims out. Clippers leading by 8. Outside Leonard. Floats it up there for Harrell. And so the ball's out of bounds. Powell touched it last. .54 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Leonard the pass to Harkless. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Harkless has got the lead up to 11 now for Los Angeles.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork, GA. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Porzingis, the shot's good. There's 37 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Outside Leonard. Harkless on the wing. Offensive rebound. The layup missed. Now the Mavericks with it.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
I'll tell you, Greg, it's never an easy point in the game, knowing whatever you do, you're still coming away with the L.
Up top, Leonard. So the Clippers with the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Paul. Congrats on the win. Where's your team's attitude right now?
Continue to, play together, and we can just stick to that, keep working, staying confident, keep defending, and knocking shots down. We'll be all right.
Looked like it all came together tonight, Paul. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.